Welcome back to the PTOUnlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
I'm Josh.
Alex.
This is episode 140.
Now,
140.
140. 140?
Yeah.
Last podcast before Christmas of 2018.
Yeah.
Just saying. Now, I have an opener here.
Ooh.
So, just 1 second.
Ooh. You just sat down. Now you leaving?
We just started.
I know. Hold on. I'm
Oh,
going.
you're gonna knock the tree down with your what do you call my sword?
It's really sticky.
Uh,
What was I saying?
yeah, well, I think you were talking about your sweater. Not
Yeah,
the
I
tree.
said the sweater. What? Uh-oh.
Glasses.
There's
trying
glasses on the
something.
table.
Good thing I got a water. Oh, the Merry Mash.
Oh,
I got a funny
no.
story about Merry Mashup.
Have you tried it?
No,
Okay.
but I got a funny story.
All right.
So cousin Andrew texted me the other day. I was at work.
Yeah.
He's like, I went and got a code red today, and then I got to my truck and took a drink, and it was that Merry Mashup crap.
Okay. Now, what Merry Mashup is? It is pomegranate and cranberry.
Now, we talked about this when I saw it. Last year, it was not Merry Mashup.
No,
What
it
was
wasn't. What was it?
We looked it up.
I don't know.
Miss Wikipedia over here. Fine, I'll look it up.
I'm sorry. I am posting that.
It
we're
was
live.
something simpler in the name.
Do you like cranberry juice?
Yeah, I mean, it's juice,
Yeah.
you know? I don't go out of my way to drink it, but it's not like, ew.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like
Ew.
Ew.
Oh, my God. Ew.
Ew.
So I'm checking out the Wikipedia here of different Mountain Dews. We've done this list before so
Just
many
Google
times.
holiday Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Or Christmas Mountain Dew.
ingredients, promotions, Taco Bell, Democracy. Oh, yeah, Democracy. Remember that?
I don't remember that one.
Keep scrolling, fake watch.
Fake watch? What?
Do you remember the Dorito? Oh wait, we never I don't know if the Doritos Mountain Dew was released in the United States.
Well, I want to know what last year's Christmas was.
On to 2016. Here we go. Here it is. Mountain Dew. Alex, can you just look it up because I have so many Mountain Dews here.
Crying out loud.
But as she's doing that, I will start pouring. So we're gonna do a taste test. We haven't done a soda
Google
taste test in a while.
2017 holiday Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
We got a lot of comments on YouTube.
No,
Quentin.
those I don't think those are comments.
Those are comments.
Well, why did he say the same thing
Holiday
over and over?
brew? Oh no.
Holiday brew, that was it.
Yeah.
And what was in it?
Mixture between the original citrus and cherry flavored Code Red.
Uh-huh.
That's right. That's it.
Citrus, you mean like Livewire?
No,
It
regular
just,
Mountain Dew.
It just says.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Which sounds terrible if
I
you
know.
think about it.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a little sippy sip, testing this out.
A little sippy sip.
I
Little sippy
maintain that Code Red is my favorite of the non-regular Mountain Dew flavors.
How many lines up?
I
And
maintain
I know
that
y'all like Livewire and Pitch
Livewire-
Black, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Livewire.
At
Now-
least none of us agree that the original is the best.
It's not
No,
anymore.
it's not.
It's not any good.
No,
Yeah.
And
I'll drink it.
I'll drink it
the Code Red was their first off
Mhm.
main flavor.
Actually,
I'm pretty sure.
it was yeah. I've got it right here actually because I was looking at the top ones. Well, if you want to be real smart about it, Diet was the first off.
Well.
If you really
you
want
should
Yes,
to.
but they
Diet.
don't. They,
Actually, I was wrong.
yes,
It's caffeine-free Mountain Dew was the first off.
yes, but it's off of the original flavor. It's like Diet Original Mountain Dew, not Diet Code Red.
And what year was that? Give me a guess. Just try off the top of your head.
I know Mountain Dew was around in the 60s. You know, so
Yeah, it was around in
Was it really?
1940.
40.
Wow.
Yeah, I knew it was
Yeah.
old.
Yep.
I will
caffeine-
say-
I'll tell you the other ones first.
Go
So
on.
Mountain Dew came out in 1940. Caffeine-free Mountain Dew came out in 1976. 36
Wow.
years. That's a long time for keeping one flavor. Nowadays they can't keep up with. Oh, let's try this flavor.
Well,
let's try this flavor.
How long has Coke been a thing?
Since the
A
1800s.
long time. But
Yeah.
Coke has Cherry Coke, Diet Coke,
Vanilla Coke.
caffeine-free
Vanilla
Coke, Vanilla
Cherry
Coke.
Coke
vanilla
Zero.
Coke.
And there's like a black cherry Coke, or
There's a raspberry vanilla.
There's the Diet Cokes. Those Diet Coke cans that have the black cherry, the lime,
Okay.
and the peach.
Yep.
Diet Mountain Dew came out in 1988. So it's already almost 50 years into it being a thing.
Uh-huh.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Because you gave that look like, okay, so when do you think Code Red came out?
Code Red came out when I was
2006.
a sophomore, which was 2002. At least that's when I had it the first
Nah,
time.
2004.
Pretty sure it was new when I had it.
2004 is when
How
I
could
was
it be in 2004 when it was an American Pie 2?
Oh, was it?
Yes,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was.
Which was
Okay.
Stifler was holding it
2003,
when
I believe.
yeah,
Then I have no
Um,
idea. I guess I'm wrong.
came out in 2001.
That's close.
Yeah.
Really? Before
very
we
close.
started dating? It's
Mhm.
been out that long?
Told
Yeah.
you I was a sophomore in high
I
school
know.
when I
I
had it.
don't remember it being
What
out.
was the
strength
one
stuff.
after that?
I think
Pitch Black.
I'll go with the Taco Bell one. Baja.
Livewire.
Nice.
It only took him 2 years.
Oh, why didn't I think about that?
All right, holiday mashup, right? Is that what it's called?
Mountain Dew.
Merry mashup. Merry mashup.
Mary Mashup. Let's,
Cranberry
Clinky,
pomegranate. PTO
clinky.
cheers.
let's try it. Nope.
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 It's not a bad flavor, but it doesn't taste like.
No, that's
Mountain Dew.
disgusting. Nope.
What is that? It's very tart.
That's the pomegranate.
It's almost like I got this from Rocket Fizz, right? Is that what it was
okay.
called?
Rocket Fizz stuff is worse, but
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
Nah.
Pitch Black came out before Baja Blast.
Anyway.
Yeah. So that was my
it's
opener.
very flat.
It how can it be flat?
No, I'm like
Alex has been saying sodas have been flat.
not flat. Like it's like Livewire and Code Red is like wow in your mouth, and then shut up, Brett.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you.
Go ahead.
It's wow in your mouth.
It's wow in your mouth.
And this stuff is just like blah in your mouth
Okay.
with a hint of WTF. Like a hint. It's not like a slap in the face with WTF. It's like a hint of WTF.
Okay.
But when I drink just any Mountain Dew, it tends to be like a wow, like woohoo, wake up in your
Party in your mouth.
mouth. Party in your mouth.
All right. So
Let's talk about fantasy football real quick because it's a short talk.
I won.
You did win.
We all won.
Yeah.
We all won.
We all won this week.
I wasn't supposed to. You weren't supposed to. Alex wasn't supposed
I
to.
wasn't supposed to.
I think originally I was projected to lose until after the Saturday games when my opponent got like less than 20 points from 3 players. So, yeah. I beat Joe, who
I
was
can't believe you beat him.
Who was
he
12
was
and 1.
12 and 1 and was number 1 seed, and I beat him. Now I'm going up against Shane, who Shane said he won last year. I thought Rick won last year.
I thought Rick
Rick
won
did.
last year too.
Shane says he'll be the first to repeat, but then why was Rick's name still
I'm
champ? Take
yeah.
it from me.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
explain that, Shane.
I'm supposed to face Rick this week.
Yeah.
So and he was
face
kind of
Wayne
a,
again.
I'll be honest. He's a little sore about it too. Like the fact that he didn't make it to the tops.
He takes it very
and
seriously.
I gave up halfway through the season. You guys knew this. Halfway through the fantasy season, I should say. So it's like when I don't know. Rick kind of had a fighting chance. I can see it, and so did Wayne, and so did Dustin.
Uh-huh.
Right, Dustin.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, it was all just a very interesting season. I mean, we have one left, and you are in the race
Championship
for number
game.
1.
Yep.
Alex, you're in the race for number 4.
3.
No.
3.
No, I think it's 4 because
2 and 3 are already going.
Wayne and Joe will play for 3 and 4.
Why?
Because
Did you
they,
look at the playoff brackets?
Yeah, they still won after you.
Mm-hmm.
But I just beat Wayne, and I'm up for Wayne again. So what if I beat Wayne? Then I'm 3rd.
No, then you're 5th.
You don't play Wayne. Wayne.
Yes,
and
I
Joe.
do. I play him again.
Mhm.
Oh wait, that's right because
Yeah.
Joe. Wait, who cares?
Actually, yeah,
Who
you
did
are.
Sh- who
you
did
are going
Shane-
for 3rd.
Who did Shane beat?
I think.
Dustin, right?
You know,
Yeah, because Dustin beat
So
me.
I think Wayne and Dustin.
This is fantastic
or,
podcast.
I'm
chat.
sorry, Joe and Dustin play for 3rd. and
Okay, I
4th.
got it right here. Yeah. So Shane beat first in goal. That's Dustin.
Right.
Yep. So now it's down.
So-
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Alex. No, you're actually you're going for 4th.
See, no, I don't get that.
Yeah.
How am I going for, like, I beat Wayne. Now I have to face Wayne again.
Yeah.
Why am I going? That's all. That's
I'm not really
stupid.
sure.
Yeah.
Rick or Shane will have to explain it to us in our group chat.
Yeah.
That apparently doesn't work.
How about them Cowboys? Quentin says. They've been coming back.
They lost horribly to the Colts.
No, they've been coming back like this season. Like they actually don't. They still have a playoff.
They had like a 4-week stretch where they were real good, but last Sunday they lost to the Colts and they didn't even score. It was 0. They got shut out.
NFL reveals Ross. Oh, that's Pro Bowl. I want to know who's in the running for the playoffs still. I know the Bears are going.
Well, it's kind of wide open.
Isn't because the Browns won?
They did.
The Browns are still.
There's several teams not mathematically
hunt.
eliminated.
That's crazy.
The Vikings did great.
They're not mathematically eliminated either. There's lots of teams that are still alive technically.
The Vikings, they whooped. Who did they go against? It was the Dolphins.
Yep.
It was 41-17.
It will. It's going. This season is going to come down to the last week.
Oh, it is.
The completed playoff picture will not be known until the end of week 17,
which is this Monday.
No, it's 2 weeks. This is week 16.
Well, why are we done this week?
Because the playoffs can't include, like, the fantasy season has to be done before the playoffs start.
Yeah, and the playoffs start.
So there's 1 week. Week 17 is not reflected in fantasy.
Oh, okay.
Just because they want to get it all done. Because, again, a lot of players
don't play that
might
game.
rest.
Yeah, like for the ones that know that they have the bye or whatever, they're going to rest for 2 games or
Correct.
something. I mean, I can see that thing happening.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Or if week 17 has no bearing on their playoff spot, they might rest players.
Right. Anyway, so it's been a very interesting season as far as NFL goes, as far as fantasy goes. I gave up halfway through, but that's okay. What can I do?
You could try to win.
I'm not the one playing or actually.
No, but you can. Never mind. That's a whole different conversation.
So, Mary mashup.
Pass
on this soda. By the way, we never gave a full pass.
Let's talk about Epic.
Epic Games are there's more lawsuits happening now, Alex.
So in the news, and again, I will say this about this lawsuit, which is against the dance moves.
Yeah.
If this wasn't the biggest game ever, this would not be a thing.
I don't know.
And I have proof, and I have a reason why I say this.
Okay.
So in the game, Saints Row 3, you can choose animations for your character.
Yeah.
One of the animations is the Carlton.
Is it really?
But did you look up?
Did they license it?
Did they license it?
I don't know.
I'll look it up.
Because it's different. It's
Maybe.
different if they contacted that person and said, hey, we're going to use your dance and we're going to pay you for it.
Maybe. They also had the Go Ninja Go dance that Vanilla Ice did in the second Ninja Turtle movie. Now, you're right. Maybe they did license it. I have no idea. But I got to think that a game like Saints Row 3 maybe
you never know.
isn't
Maybe
maybe
they're smarter.
Do you think they really think that Alfonso Ribeiro is going to be playing Saints Row 3 and be like, they stole my dance?
By the way, Saints Row the Third is coming to the Switch. What?
Yeah.
That came out many years ago.
Yeah, it did. Like 7.
It does. What I got? It's not saying. It's not saying.
That's what I mean. Like Saints Row 3 is never going to make, major headlines as a game that's taken over like Fortnite is. That's why probably it's not licensed and no one even cares.
Okay, so is this a problem that this is being chosen?
I don't know. I mean, I guess if Epic knew what Fortnite was going to be, maybe they would have taken different measures to protect themselves from stuff like this.
Alex, what is the most popular Fortnite dance that you know?
That's
you
easy.
See everybody doing
The floss.
The kid is suing
Yeah.
Epic. The kid that did the floss.
Because everybody else is. He's getting in.
That's the most popular dance on Fortnite.
You know what I
I've seen
think?
it danced everywhere.
I think what Epic should do is put out a patch, take out all the dancing.
Oh,
Could.
that would actually kill their...
It won't kill the game. No way.
Do you watch anybody play
I
Fortnite?
don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
You think they play it for the dancing?
You know what the dance is?
No.
It's a taunt.
Okay.
When you die, you see that person dance over you.
So
It's
It's
taunt.
like teabagging.
It's like teabagging.
Patch out any dancing that they got from another source that they didn't write themselves and have someone do with mocap.
That's all. I mean, they all did it themselves, but I don't know.
It came from somewhere, though. They didn't just make up the Carlton.
Right.
It's been around for a long time. You know?
We're saying the same thing. So, yeah, the kid that did the floss on Instagram, his parents are suing
Why
Epic.
not?
He's
that
16.
kid, the 21-year-old rapper from Brooklyn, I forget his name because it's weird.
Yeah.
He's got one.
Yep.
Fonzo Ribeiro. This, to me, just feels like a cash grab.
Donald Faison hasn't done anything.
Well,
and
he
he did that dance
he just complained
from
about
Scrubs. He complained, but I don't think it's in his nature. I mean, I don't know him. We don't know him as a person, but I mean, as an actor, he's pretty respectable.
If he has a lawyer who says, "Hey, you can get some money from this,"
yeah.
All right, well, let's throw it on the table. If we were in these people's shoes, what would you do?
I don't know. I've never made a whole lot of money before in my life, so I might do it too.
Brett,
because all they're looking for is a settlement.
What if someone took our logo and used it as their own?
Well,
I know you didn't create it.
We don't have the resources to pay for a lawyer to sue those people.
Actually, it's small claims court.
I'm gonna say it'd be small claims.
Either way, there's legal fees involved. Do you guys want to pay them?
I don't want to.
It's our logo.
It's our logo. But
And we didn't take measures to secure that, did we?
Yeah, we did.
not.
Then what are you saying? Why are you bringing this up
I'm
then?
saying if someone did, though.
Well, then we would have grounds.
Yeah, I mean, so for example, have you made anything before ever in your life?
What the hell does that mean?
I'm trying to make a point here.
Like, have you created anything?
Have you ever
Not
created anything
any
yourself?
original, no.
You've made nothing original other than your own podcast content.
I guess not.
Okay, so what if someone took your voice and put it on an animation and claimed it their own?
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know.
And was making money off of that.
Okay.
Would you be upset?
I don't know. That's so ridiculous of a question.
I'm giving you a scenario that's actually...
That's a ridiculous scenario.
No, it's not.
My voice is on someone else? What do you think voice actors do?
But they're getting paid for it.
Right?
You're not.
So what'd they do? They just stole my voice and then synthesized it?
Yeah.
Then how come it hasn't been done before? Have you ever heard of that before?
Can I put a better scenario out there that's really easy?
Okay.
What if somebody that loves our podcast so dearly decided to make an animated podcast?
I would love it.
Take our content.
Do it.
Animate it. Throw it out there. That catches on better than the audio, and the video that we're putting out there starts making money.
That's fine with me as long as...
So here you go, but we don't get any bit of it.
Oh, that's not okay. I was on board until that point.
That's the same thing.
I guess.
They're taking our content and making something. They're drawing it up and putting in they're animating this right now.
Okay.
And then they're putting it on YouTube, and now people are like, "Wow, this is really funny stuff. Or this is really interesting. I'm going to pay you for it."
Okay.
Well, and nobody knows where this came from.
Okay.
And then we come out as a podcast, and we're like, we have to step up and be like, "Do we want to step on this?"
This is just like the Lindsay Lohan GTA lawsuit.
Yeah, she had no grounds.
She claimed that was her likeness on the cover.
Who cares? It could have been someone else.
That's what I mean, though. That's basically, we could claim that that's us when it's an animation, and it maybe resembles us.
But it's your voice.
Did you say anything about voices?
No, I said animation.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So Brett apparently
they're using other people's voices, but they're animating like they're taking us, like they're drawing us.
Yeah, I get it.
Our headphones, like to the T.
I get it. Wow, you're making a scenario.
I am. I'm trying to tell you because this is what's going on.
These little guys don't stand up. Alex is wearing a Bell's hat. So, are you? Whose side are you on?
Oh wow, we've got a lot of people chiming in here.
Alex got really
on YouTube. I'm sorry. I'm on the artist side. That's who I'm on.
It's Epic's responsibility to acquire what they use legally.
Right.
Yes.
It sounds like they did not.
It sounds like they messed up pretty bad.
They did.
I'm sure that Fortnite is not the first. I know it is because I've seen it in Saints Row 3. It's not the first thing to use the Carlton or a known dance
Destiny has
in their game. Exactly. So, to me, because it's Fortnite and everybody knows about it, that was the opening for I'm going to sue and get a settlement.
Well, they'll win.
Even if they're entitled to it, which they are. And, Epic
I hate that word.
Epic could have saved themselves some money if they went through the proper channels, it sounds like. I am not a lawyer.
Wow.
You know, I don't even know if that's how it works, but it sounded good.
I was waiting for a break in there. Did you take a breath?
I don't know.
So we have some comments that go along with this conversation. We've got quote unquote. This is from a lawyer. They're talking about.
Wait, we have a lawyer.
No. The quote unquote is from a lawyer. Scott Allen Burrows. I'm gonna say that wrong. I think this is referring to
the Fortnite.
Nope.
No.
Scrubs guy.
Donald
Faison.
Yep. Okay, so quote unquote, he created and performed the dance while acting on a television show he was a performer on. So it is likely, quote, work for hire that belongs to the show's producers.
That's what I was thinking. Like, what does Alfonso Ribeiro own the Carlton, or does the studio that filmed and produced Fresh Prince, does the company own it?
Oh my God.
And then here's another one. If you're an elf working at the North Pole making toys for Santa, and while doing so you come up with a great new toy design, the copyright belongs to Santa Claus, not you.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So
actually it should be the company that. So it should be like Scrubs suing.
Well,
Epic.
The
Donald Faison can't.
The
production company,
Yes.
which would be Doozer for them, and for
I don't remember who did.
Fresh
I think
Prince?
it was ABC Studios.
ABC Studios.
I think.
And that's
but,
Disney. I
well,
don't
now
know.
it is. But,
Yeah. Holy cow.
But back in the day, it might have been Warner Brothers too, because I know they did a lot of the TGIF
Okay,
stuff.
and then thank
shows.
you for this, Quentin.
Wow.
This is from the U.S. Copyright Office guidance. Quote,
Quentin, I hope you're enjoying your new job, by the way.
cannot register short dance routines consisting of only a few movements or steps with minor linear or
Okay, have you seen the
spatial
Carlton?
variations, even with a routine is novel or distinctive.
The Carlton, there's
End
a lot
quote.
of movement there. I don't know. I mean, how much do you consider a...
So I don't agree with that, but I
So
mean,
is that
if that's
like
a copyright
copywriting-
law, then technically Epic has the grounds there.
Yeah, that makes it sound like they do. Yes.
But I don't agree with that.
At what? Okay, so you can only copyright so many seconds of art?
I guess.
I don't
Or-
know about that.
Like, that's what I'm
okay,
saying.
Or geographical movement.
then how come memes are in the news as well, being considered as copyright law? Against
But
copyright?
all right, so you're a graphic designer.
I absolutely am.
You have what's your rule? Like you have to take something and change it.
Make it my own.
Make it your own, but you have
Yeah.
to change it up to how much percentage?
It's actually not as much as you think.
I thought you said you have to change it up to 70%.
No, 30.
30. Oh,
Yeah.
70% is. Oh, I'm thinking of my cosplay stuff.
Yeah.
But you have to change it 30% to be able to say this is something I took and I made it my own and now it's mine and I
Yes.
can't get in trouble.
And that's not and at that point, if it's anything close to that, it's considered parody.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people.
so there's a lot of gray
that is-
lines,
There's a lot of what?
gray blurred lines here.
Oh, absolutely. With
all
any form of copyright, there's
Lawyer
a lot.
talk.
Yes. First of all, if you really want to get into this, it's all about who came first.
Yeah.
Who
Who's the-
who used this first,
Mm-hmm.
and they have the automatic rights.
That's why it's called the Carlton. But again, it doesn't sound like Alfonso Ribeiro owns that, because he worked for a company
who
that
produced
he performed it.
it.
with.
Wouldn't okay. So if you really want to go there,
He wasn't self-employed there, you know.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't a freelancer.
Right.
He was contracted, and that would not have become popular had it not been for the production company
Exactly.
to release it to the public.
Somebody actually choreographed and wrote that dance,
or
said,
he did.
It
well,
says
right. He could have, but who knows?
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't say that he made it up. It just in that thing. It just says he
He's the
performed
one that made it
that
famous.
dance while acting on a television show.
Okay, so if he wins a certain amount of money, does this mean he's not getting all of it?
No,
First of
they'll
all,
settle.
well, no, he's not getting all of what he gets. It's going to be split. He's probably going to get a fraction of it because it's going to go to other people who are going to
Did
claim
they
this.
file jointly, like him and the other,
The
like
flosser.
the rapper? All
Oh.
those people, are they in it together, or do they have their own lawsuits?
I bet you there. I would do it separate.
I would do
probably
it
would, too.
separate.
Yeah, because they might have different grounds for each person because
Yeah, everybody's
different times it came out and where it was released and all that stuff.
Well, at any rate, I'm sure it'll come out whatever happens. So we'll have to
This story is gonna.
follow up on that.
It's gonna
Yes.
take a while. Well, actually, they might settle within months. I mean, it's kind of.
still-
I'm still for the artist at this point.
Yeah.
Like I get this thing from the U.S. Copyright Office. Like technically this means Epic has grounds here, but I'm all for the artists fighting for their original content.
Okay, so let's take Rock Band for example.
Okay.
You're taking a song there.
Yeah.
Or
they had to license them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they do that with karaoke too. They have to get licensed.
A big thing about Rock Band is
the licensing.
Getting all the licensing for this stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. So when stuff transferred between different Rock Band sequels and stuff didn't transfer, you got really mad.
I did.
And I said, no, that's because they didn't want to repay the rights for this. There's one Metallica song, or no, 2 Metallica songs on Rock Band. They don't exist anymore on Rock Band.
That's like on a lot of old games. If you try to make them digitally backwards compatible, a lot of times they can't do it because of licensing reasons.
Yeah, like when we were talking about the N64 Classic coming out, we're almost worried about it.
Well,
you're not going to get stuff that you want.
A license from that long ago is unlikely, it's very unlikely to happen.
There's a grandfathering law in licensing, but I don't know if it counts with emulation or recreations or remasters.
Right.
So,
okay, all right, good point.
This is probably why the PlayStation Classic sucks.
Good point, another comment on YouTube here. If it did go to trial, there would be a lengthy case to make that he was the first to ever do it. Nothing like it ever had been done before.
Yeah.
Just because you popularize something does not mean that you own the rights to its likeliness.
Sure.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's
does.
get off of this. This is depressing.
It's starting to get into a lot of law talk.
Yes, it's just it's. I don't know. It's an interesting topic, but I would love to see where this goes.
So
Who wins? I mean, honestly, I'm gonna predict it, and just because it's it's in the limelight, everybody's talking about it, and there's gonna be even more if they don't get anything out of it. So I think they're gonna settle for some type of money. What?
Alex, we're moving on.
I was trying to close it out.
The final thing is, I don't think these people really care that Fortnite uses their dance moves.
They just want to get paid for it.
Money.
Yeah.
It's a cash grab.
Yes, I think so.
The answer to all your questions is
money. It absolutely is.
Yeah.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
Let's talk movie stuff.
Yeah, because I wanted to segue. We were talking about the Carlton. Let's talk about Aladdin. Let's talk about Will Smith and how dumb he looks as the genie.
I thought, the one thing they could do right was make him look good, and he looks like a joke.
No, not only that, they didn't make a character out of him like they did the animation, and they look at Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
They didn't have to follow any of that for the redoing of it. But with Aladdin, they're completely hauling this over to a whole new thing. Are we going to have an Iago? I mean, we saw him in the trailer, actually.
Yeah, but he's probably a real parrot.
Or a CGI.
Or CGI.
Yeah.
I mean, well.
Are we going to have an Abu? We haven't seen Abu.
Right.
Yeah.
Most likely
I think just because I think you have to, because the way they've done current, live action, especially like with
they've kept all the main characters.
Lion King is almost shot for shot. That trailer was shot for shot almost.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't account for leaving out any characters.
That makes Alex mad.
Yes, I know.
But anyways, I hope Will Smith shaved his head because he looks ridiculous.
I think it'll probably be fine, but
it will.
He does look dumb.
Apparently, Jafar's making the news.
So people, I've seen pictures. Apparently, Jafar is hot.
He's apparently he's a hot. Yeah.
So I was looking at. I was looking at Twitter feed today, and people were going off about how Will Smith, they're like, man, if you were at least gonna do the genie, at least paint yourself blue. If you're going to be the actual genie. And then somebody had posted, I don't remember who it was, but somebody was like, why all this talk about Aladdin? No, you have to see the one with the shirt off.
I was just showing the fact that
there's one with his shirt off.
That's Jafar holding a lamp. And we finally got to look at a lamp, too.
Yeah. So anyways, there was a post that this person was like, why all this chat about and arguing about what the genie's like? I'm all about... I don't know why people are just not talking about Jafar. And then she showed a picture of what he looked like with his shirt off.
That Jafar is way younger than the Jafar portrayed in the
Jafar is supposed to be like this much older man.
But you're so old. He's also bald too.
Yeah.
apparently. Like when he took.
Oh yeah, when he takes the his thing off. Yeah.
But isn't he doing? But he's doing magic at that point, or sorcery when he's that old dude. So Will Smith, I hope this doesn't kill your career.
Well, I mean, look at everything he's done. I mean, he's had hits and misses.
Even after Aladdin is Bad Boys 3.
That's true.
Yeah.
So he's got to pick me up.
I hope. Let's hope. Let's just hope
It'll be
this
good.
doesn't get ruined.
It will.
So I watched the trailer for Hellboy.
Yeah.
Awful.
Really?
It looks
I actually didn't watch it.
Trash.
I've liked the original Hellboy. I didn't love it.
Have you seen what he looks like? The new Hellboy?
I think I saw one shot, but
they're making it look too funny. It's trash. In my opinion, it's trash.
Okay, well, I didn't see the trailer, but I saw the pictures. The pictures to me, I think it looks.
Oh, he looks badass.
Yeah, I think it looks badass.
I don't like it.
The Ron Perlman. He looked great.
I'm when you hear the way this guy sounds, it's not good.
So who's playing him? Do you know?
You got it up right there. I mean, you can just click on here. Yeah. Oh, Alex doesn't know.
David Harbour?
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
I don't know who that is. Josh, look up David Harbour.
Look up David Harbour.
Yeah.
Quentin just sent us a photo. Aw. The little PTOites.
Nice.
PTOites.
they had the shirt photo.
Yeah.
His twins.
That
hair. That hair. Yeah.
That hair. Thank you, Quentin.
So yeah. Anyways, Hellboy looks terrible. Comes out in April.
Did you look up David Harbour?
I will right now.
Here it is. It says what's happening on Twitter. 4 hours ago, Hot Jafar has people rooting for the villain in Aladdin.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hellboy 2019.
Oh yeah, here you go.
Oh, Ian McShane's in it.
Yeah, he's cut. He looks good.
Really? Yeah, David Harbour sounds familiar.
Who is it?
It's freaking Harper from Stranger Things.
Dude, really?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he plays.
He's
that
gonna
makes
be
me.
Hellboy?
That's the sheriff, right?
Yeah, that makes me feel bad that I'm not liking.
I knew that name sounded familiar.
Yeah, he's Hellboy.
He's gonna be Hellboy.
Mm-hmm. He plays Ron Perlman.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, so we'll have to watch a trailer for that afterwards. If you guys want to see it, I mean, it's
just a teaser, right?
No, it's a full trailer.
Oh, it's a full trailer.
It's a full trailer.
Oh.
Yeah, that was.
It's a
released today.
reboot, right? Complete reboot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Yep. So and from what I saw, it just didn't have the I don't know. It just didn't have the same spunk. Ron Perlman gave it a good character. And your mother was watching Hellboy over the weekend when we walked in.
Yeah,
that's very ironic.
I know, she was. And then she had seen the end of it. Like I guess I'd never actually watched the very end after the credits. And there's something at the end of the credits.
Yeah.
And I had no idea.
And
it's really quick.
I told your mom that they're remaking it, and this is so ironic.
Yeah, I forgot.
And she's
about
like,
this.
"Why?" I was like, "Because I guess Hollywood thinks they need to make a better one."
Or a different one.
Yeah, I mean, Hellboy is a comic book from the Dark Horse Comics, I believe, which is DC, if I'm not mistaken. And they apparently it wasn't done right. I mean, comic book movies, early 2000s, they weren't done properly.
Spider-Man.
The first one was not good.
What?
No, two is great.
Are you kidding me? Spider-Man made some serious noise at the box office.
It did.
It did, but it doesn't exactly.
It doesn't scream amazing.
Yeah.
It doesn't follow the same blueprint as a Marvel movie.
No.
MCU.
Back in the day,
but
yes, it was a great movie.
And
Spider-Man.
X-Men used to be good. The
X-Men
first one.
The first one is good. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, do you want to get off of this? And there's a.
Do you want to get off of this?
Do you want to get off of this? Do you want to talk about that Home Alone Google ad?
Yeah.
Oh, since we're moving,
since
we're
all
still
three of us
movie
is,
stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of in a sense, Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, Google had Macaulay Culkin kind of shoot scenes from Home Alone where he's saying, "Hey Google, do this and this and this."
Mm-hmm.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
Just very nostalgic.
Nostalgia is in.
Nostalgia for our generation is in.
And that's the target.
Yes,
we're the ones with the money. We're the ones with the money now.
Yeah, I don't know
our
about
generation.
that, but
right now, our generation is the ones with the money.
Okay,
we're
probably,
the buyers.
We're the
buyers
that have the kids with the starting out family, whatever you want to call it. But
Yeah.
yes, it was just really cool. I don't have much else to say about it.
It's only like maybe 30,
Josh,
45
you were
seconds.
upset they didn't get more of the original actors, but I say that's just too much of a production cost for a 30-second commercial.
It's actually a minute.
It's more than they whatever it is. It's more than I'm sure they wanted to put into it.
Google can afford.
It's not about what it.
You just said.
Cost.
Yeah, you just said.
I know they can afford anything, but they don't want to spend the money for a minute commercial when they can just get him. He's the most important part.
True.
I don't know.
No,
I'm actually.
Do you really think Joe Pesci's gonna come out of retirement to do a 1 minute?
Is he retired?
I'm sure he is. He doesn't act anymore. He's like 80 years old.
He probably is.
I want to see how old
I bet
he
he's
is.
70 something.
Yeah, I'll give you 70.
I don't know. I might be pushing the 80.
See, they give you the day they were born, so I have to do math here.
Sometimes you have to do math.
Sometimes you have to math. Okay, so Alex, what did you say?
I'm gonna go for the 80.
Brett?
He said 70.
I'll say 76.
God, back up. 75.
Damn it, I'm good.
Yeah. You said 80 though. You said 80 first.
So technically, I'm closer.
You are?
What'd you say?
Wait, no.
I said 80. You said 75.
Yeah, okay.
But
I said 76. Thank you.
It's 75.
Oh, never mind. You're closer.
You started at 80.
Never mind.
We're confusing ourselves.
Yes, we are. Okay.
So
never mind.
I don't think it doesn't say he's retired.
Anyways, great ad.
Have you seen him in anything lately?
No.
I can tell you if he's been in anything lately. Alex likes the ad.
I like the ad.
It's really good.
It's fun.
What
I like, okay, my favorite part of the ad, by the way.
Acting.
My favorite part of the ad, by the way, is when he's jumping on the bed and he's like, Google, remind
me
me to
change
the sheets. And then he gets off the bed and he's holding his back. And he's like, ow.
Okay.
I'm like, yes.
So, Lethal Weapon 4 came out in 98. Guess how many movies he did after Lethal Weapon 4?
20.
20?
I don't know. I'm
Alex?
guessing.
I have no idea.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did The Good
I'd
Shepherd.
call that semi-retired.
Love Ranch. And he did... Now, Lethal Weapon 4 was in 98. Then he did a movie in 2006. He was out of the game for 8 years.
Yeah.
And then...
I remember The Good Shepherd, him being in that.
Love Ranch came out in 2010. That's 4 years. And then 5 years later, Seva, he's a voice actor in that one. And then in 2019, he's going to be in a movie next year. So he's only in stuff every couple years.
I would call that semi-retired.
Semi. I mean, yeah, I don't know. But
all right, so what are we moving on to?
Actually, did you guys hear that Mary Poppins Returns is actually getting good reviews?
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
And Dick Van Dyke is in it.
Ah!
That was a what?
No one ever said that.
Yeah, they did.
On any of
that was
not
announced.
Not on any of the reviews I've watched.
No, but that's been an announced public information since they did it.
I was pretty.
They never
read
showed it
myself.
on a trailer, so
I've read it myself. It was an article. I read it because I said, "Oh, well, that's nice. They're having Dick Van Dyke."
Fine. I didn't want to know because it wasn't in the trailer. It wasn't portrayed on any of the reviews.
You got to know that he's got to be in there.
Well, is Julie Andrews in that?
Probably not.
Why wouldn't she?
I don't know.
as some kind of a cameo.
I don't know.
But anyways, it's getting good reviews, and
How
it's actually
old is Julie Andrews? I thought she was
gotta
dead.
be. No. Wow.
What?
Dang, that's morbid.
If I'm right about this,
do you want to be right about this?
no, of course not. But
No, she's still alive.
how old is she?
I gotta do math because IMDb. Oh my God! Okay,
I thought
how
she
old?
was dead.
Let's do another guessing game.
85.
Alex.
I know Dick Van Dyke is in his 80s.
Yes,
so
he is.
I'll go with 85.
79.
She's 83.
Damn, I'm good.
Well, Alex would win on Price is Right
Because
she's under.
'cause I went
Because
over.
I'm
Yeah,
under.
you went over. But man, you got to stop. Okay, so you can get that, but you don't watch new movies these days.
It was a headline. I didn't.
Apparently,
actually
Angela
read the article,
Lansbury's in
but-
it too.
I don't know who
Well,
that.
she's
oh,
gotta be
really.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not looking it
No,
up.
but I agree with you because she was old when we were watching
Yeah,
her. So
oh my God.
she's got to be in her 90s.
when Beauty and the Beast was being portrayed at, I think it was like the Oscars or something. She sang Beauty and the Beast, and I'm surprised she even made it onto the stage. Yeah. There was something trending on Twitter actually that I wanted to talk about since we're talking about movies. There was a celebrity death. Steve Dash passed away. This was reported on 9 hours ago. He portrayed Jason Voorhees in Friday the 13th Part 2. Oh. Yep. He was actually supposed to go to a Comic-Con in a couple of weeks. So, yeah, he passed away. Friday the 13th actor.
Wow. I wonder how many different guys have played Jason.
That's a good question.
Because, Robert Englund has always played Freddy, except for the remake.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah.
Interesting.
Anyways, you got some comments?
Yeah.
What?
Quentin says 208 timestamp. He's in the trailer.
That's great. That is great.
Thank you, Quentin.
Oh my God, I love it.
By the way, I was right.
And?
Angela Lansbury's 93.
Very nice.
Good job, Quentin. Thanks for fact checking me.
Oh, I love it. Anyway,
not in the trailer I saw.
Josh is all like red now.
I'm a little like, wow, right on the button, Let's talk about Adam Sandler.
So I had you guys watch something when I got here, but Adam Sandler, I guess he has a stand-up.
I'm gonna move these
program on Netflix.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he did. I didn't watch it yet.
So is it new? It's fairly new, and he does a tribute song to Chris Farley. And the song itself... No, I'm good. Okay. The song itself is... it's an Adam Sandler song, so what do you expect? But it's just very touching and just really cool.
But before we talk about that, you didn't know that he played guitar.
Oh, I didn't know he actually played guitar.
He has albums that he...
Again, I didn't know that he did the instrument work himself.
You never watched him sing Hanukkah?
No.
Wow.
I've never... literally watched him do it, so I just didn't know that. It was just call it ignorance, I guess. But
yeah, okay.
You watched it, Alex. What did you think?
It was sad.
It was.
It was very nice. It about made me cry.
But okay, I'm gonna.
It was a very nice song. It had the Adam Sandler touch to it, and I like that they were. If you listen to it, you actually have to. I'd prefer that, or recommend that you actually go and watch the performance on Netflix, just because it's got
video clips.
Yeah, it's got video clips and pictures and stuff going through the background with Adam Sandler singing. So, and it just gets you really emotional.
There's it's funny, and then there's just maybe stuff you didn't know, but it's
a cool. Heartfelt song,
and it's just Chris Farley.
Yeah, and I don't think I've ever I can't say I've ever heard that him talk about Chris Farley, because we watched the documentary. He was in the documentary, but there's not a lot of times when you hear about people still grieving or still. Right. This is kind of a celebration.
I know, but some people just don't.
It's a tribute.
I know, but at the same time, some people they don't want to grieve out loud.
No, and sometimes it takes a lot more time than you think to actually be okay with the grieving process. I believe
that David Spade just will not talk about it publicly.
I don't.
And I think it came out at some point. It came out that he didn't go to Chris Farley's funeral because he couldn't handle it.
Wow.
I don't know if that's a rumor. I thought I read something that said that, but
I would regret that.
I think so too. I think you have to.
You have to. Yeah. I think I would. I would have if I were him.
He even in that documentary, he didn't really talk about the effect it had on him.
Mm-mm.
He just talked about time they spent together on SNL
and on set.
You could. I remember it. And he looked uncomfortable through the whole interview.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, with how much time they spent together, they were probably the best of friends.
Yeah. Really,
through thick and
really
thin, best friends. Yeah, and when you have that kind of connection and it gets severed by a sudden loss like that, it's no good. Right. It's no good. It's like you lose half of yourself.
Right.
Because yeah, that's just the way it is. And I didn't watch it. I was listening to it. Yeah. But yeah, I could feel Adam Sandler really feeling heartfelt about it. Now
I was waiting for him to break down.
Did he?
No.
This well, he's probably performed it by himself many times. Once you start getting it, doing it, you lose the that part of the emotion from it. I'd say.
I don't agree with that. It probably depends on
unless it wasn't his first performance in front of a crowd with it.
Well, it's funny that you talk about that because as far as performing goes, when my grandma died, my cousin, who's 2 or 3 years younger than me, maybe even 4, who is a performer. He's actually an actor in New York. Not
really?
low level, but he does a lot of theater stuff.
Yeah.
But he got up and sang at the funeral, and he did fine, no problems. And then when we went out to the cemetery, I was like, "How did you do that?" Because I broke down during the song.
Okay.
He's like, "I couldn't look at any of the family. I just had to look over their heads at other people, because if I looked at any of you guys, I was gonna lose it." I'm like, "That was well done." Because jeez.
You ever perform or do anything in front of a big crowd by yourself or with a couple of people? I'm not counting like high school concerts or anything.
No.
I sang with my sister at my other sister's wedding a couple of years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, she had us sing while while they were doing. It was some kind of.
They were doing the sand.
Yeah, the sand.
They're pouring the sand.
We never talked about this on the podcast. Alex was in charge of the CD player,
Oh,
and there was a song that was supposed to be played when they were doing some lighting of a candle, which was like minutes long.
Did you screw it up?
And it wouldn't play.
Okay, so okay, here's the deal. They gave me a CD, and when we went through and did the rehearsal, we just skipped that part.
They didn't test the CD.
They didn't test the CD. The CD didn't have the song on it. It was a burned disc, and it didn't get burned. So I was like,
you always gotta test it.
It's not working.
You always gotta test it.
There's always a train wreck.
No, we rehearsed everything and like, all right, and then this part's the candle part where we're gonna do this and like blah blah blah. So just skip that, and then we just went to the next song.
Okay.
Like we just, I'm like,
I keep thinking, what the
flipping
hell is that sound? And it's your hat thing.
Oh, you're shaking. We do have the window open, so if there's if you guys hear like
Santa
anything
Claus.
like a car horn, just stop it. You're making noise.
Let's go on to Christmas.
Christmas.
What do we have to talk about?
What we want to do? Controversy or annoying Christmas song?
Annoying Christmas song.
Stop shaking your head. You look weird.
I'm not really annoyed by any.
Okay, I have some.
You have some?
What are you laughing at? Because you saw yourself?
Because I saw myself shake my head.
Any Christmas song performed by Mariah Carey.
Why?
Is the it's probably just because I've heard it over and over and over, and I don't even like it.
You work retail, so you're probably going to hear it more often.
I do.
I don't hear any Christmas
But
music.
I'm pretty good at blocking out whatever plays at work.
Okay.
Me too.
But what is it? It's All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another one too, and I can't even think of what it is.
It's not Last Christmas.
No, hold on. Is it Silent Night or?
No.
No.
But I'm going through the list here, not really seeing anything. I mean, I guess. No, I mean, Alex, we know yours.
Yep, and everybody at work knows mine too.
That reindeer grandma one?
No, I love that one.
Oh, okay.
That one's funny.
Yeah.
Right.
There is really only one Christmas song in the whole entire world that just.
Is it Santa Baby?
Yes.
Okay.
She hates it. She hates it.
I thought I remembered that. Pretty sure it came up last year.
Comes up every year.
Well, I mean, I think you said it last year.
Every year.
Yeah, I don't particularly like that one either.
I did find a station that doesn't play it though, so yay!
I guess I don't know. I'm looking through here. There is one, but I'm gonna guess this is the one we're gonna be talking about with the controversy, and that's "Baby It's Cold Outside."
Right.
That one I didn't really ever like.
I like the song.
Did you? Did you ever listen to the lyrics?
We'll get into this.
So the
Run Rudolph Run might be
the shoe one too. Christmas shoes. That one gets annoying.
hippopotamus. Yeah, 2 front teeth. Yeah. Get that out of there. All I want for Christmas is my 2 front
What do you guys think
teeth.
about the Alvin and the Chipmunk song?
I don't mind
That's
Alvin.
fine.
I don't mind Alvin. Which is weird because you would think that us as adults would get annoyed by high-pitched screaming like that, but it doesn't bother me. I think it's a nostalgia thing.
There's one song that I really like. I think I'm alone in this is Thistlehair, the Christmas bear.
What, Did you just make that up?
No. I'll have to play it for you guys.
Thistle
Hair the Christmas Bear.
Yep, never heard of it.
That's a thing. That's a song.
Okay. Josh, what's your favorite Christmas song?
My favorite?
Your favorite.
Probably be
Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas. Simply Having.
That's a good one. No, that's not mine. That's yours.
I like it.
That's yours?
I don't know if I have a favorite.
I'm going to say Silent Night.
Now, do you guys...
Well, do you have a certain person that you like singing it?
You know, I didn't... Actually, I do like the song that Paul McCartney sings, So This Is Christmas. I think that's him.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
The more biblical song, Mary Did You Know, I think
Mary
it's
Did
called.
You Know?
That's a very
I
good
really
song.
like that one.
And you know who Mannheim Steamroller is, right?
Yeah.
That's some good stuff.
You
I want to
definitely
go
sing to them.
Well, you're right. It's all orchestra. You can't really sing. But I really want to go to one of their shows when they come to Fort Wayne.
I'm not
sometime.
necessarily into them. I really like
Trans-Siberian
Orchestra.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So if I were to pick my favorite Christmas song, the Carol of the Bells by Trans-Siberian Orchestra. That is my favorite.
They're not just orchestra, right? They have singing.
Right.
I don't know.
I've
only heard their instrumental music.
Okay.
But they have been here in Fort Wayne and performed a few times, and they sell out within minutes.
I think they come every year just like Mannheim Steamroller does.
They probably do, but it sells out.
It does sell out.
Yeah. Man, you guys know a lot more about Christmas music than me, and I mean
I just remember it's usually advertised when they're like a commercial when they're coming, because I think they
really
come
enjoy
in
that.
November.
And I really like as far as a fun Christmas song. There's two that come to mind where I'm like, they come on and I'm like, I want to turn it up. One is Dominic the Donkey.
God, really?
It's so funny.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. Dominic the Donkey.
I don't know. I really like that.
God, it's
Have
so
you heard that
dumb.
one, Brett? Oh, man.
Really?
You're not going to get it out of your head once they play it for you.
Well, how about you don't play it?
Oh, it's so much fun. I want to turn it up and annoy people with it. It's so much fun. I love Dominic the Donkey.
What's the other one?
The other one is I love the 12 Pains of Christmas.
No.
Oh, I think I.
Everyone has their own version.
Those
of 12,
are not.
whatever.
Those are goofy songs.
Yeah,
I
said my favorite fun songs. Like I really like the 12 Pains of Christmas.
You don't
like the one guy in the background yelling about the Christmas lights reminds me of Brett every time I hear about it, because he's like, and now why are they blinking? I don't know. If you've not heard that one, that is definitely one.
So do you
to listen to.
Grandma Got Run Over by Reindeer?
Yeah. My brother and I, we used to always listen to a cassette tape. God.
Sure.
Wow.
It was orange, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't how did I know that? I have no idea how I knew that.
What in the world? Okay. That's weird. That is weird.
It was orange, wasn't it?
Wow. Okay, so speaking of orange, I want to veer off just a little bit, like just to say how old we are. We used to watch Nickelodeon movies on orange VHS tapes. VHS? You know, you said the orange cassette tape. You know, you just think about that.
Yep.
Man, how did you guess that? Did you have one? Have that too?
I think I knew somebody with it. So I probably saw it for 5 seconds 30 years ago.
And it totally just stuck in your head.
25 years ago.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So
I also like the who's the comedian? Has like it's the 12. It's another 12 something of Christmas. It's Jeff Foxworthy.
Yeah, the rednecks, whatever. Or is it Larry the Cable Guy?
No, it's Jeff Foxworthy.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I don't know any of them, but
yeah.
2 shotgun shells, 3 hunting dogs, and
you went the other direction.
Yeah, I did.
So what's this controversy over?
You probably know the most about this, so why don't you explain?
So
it?
there is.
What's the song?
All right, so the thing
Baby,
is,
it's cold outside.
That's the one. There's 3 actually.
Oh.
There's not songs, but 3 different things that people are up in arms about, and
about that song, right?
Oh yeah. That song's part of this controversial topic here.
Go ahead.
So, anyways, so there was this. This is actually like probably 2 weeks old topic, but we just haven't been able to get to it lately. Somebody came out and said that on Twitter, and it became viral. They were complaining about the song "Baby, It's Cold Outside," how it's a very controversial song. If you listen to it, it's for one, it was made back in like the 1940s.
I'm gonna look at the lyrics.
It pretty much talks about a woman that is wanting to leave, and the guy's telling her no. And there's a part in the song where she's like, baby, what's in this drink? Like as if he's trying to get her drunk or root beer or and he's like, baby, it's cold outside, stay in here. Like he's trying to get with her, and she's obviously saying no multiple times. So, and there was just people are just breaking down the song and bringing up all these scenarios.
Wow.
Yeah.
You saying this? Wow.
What are you? Wow. Why are you Owen
Just
Wilson
read some of the
there?
lyrics.
Like, I guess I've never known. I simply must go. Baby, it's cold outside. The answer is no. But baby, it's cold outside. The welcome has been how lucky that you dropped in. So nice and warm. Look out the window at that storm. My sister will be suspicious. Gosh, your lips look delicious.
Okay, so now that we
And it's a
know
male
the
and female going back and
controversial
forth.
parts, and you were so certain that we would all agree, so what is your position?
So this one I'm not sure if we're gonna all agree on. That's the next thing we're gonna
You
talk about.
said you were certain.
Yeah, the next thing that we're talking
okay.
about, I'm certain about. So, what are your guys' thoughts on this? Do you really give a crap about it, or do you just go, "Hey, it's a Christmas song"? I just think I take it as
Is it
more
even
of
a Christmas song?
It's not. It's just me.
It just comes around the holidays.
Yeah.
There's nothing about Christmas in it, is there?
I didn't see anything. Nothing.
You know what? No, I'm trying to think.
It's just talking about a storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's just because it's a wintry song. Like that's why
Sure.
they play
There's no other
it.
place to put it. Valentine's Day.
Might make more sense at Valentine's.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of creepy as
Anyway,
Valentine's Day.
you were saying.
Honestly, I like the jingle. Do I take it to heart? I mean, if they're going to someone,
but at the end of the song, she gives in
yes, she does.
because basically convinced her that you can get pneumonia and you're gonna get drunk with me, and you might as well just give in. It's like a whole freaking what's that syndrome that you get? Stockholm. Wait, how come I can never remember that? Stockholm syndrome, in a sense. You're like, oh no, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Now that I'm buzzing.
So I don't really care about this. I just like everybody else our age, like we don't really give a crap about why people throw this up in arms about it. I can see why people are like there are some radio stations that won't play it anymore.
So I want to know the
fine.
next part because I have stuff to say, but I want to know the next part that you're trying to say.
Well, the next part is movies.
I bet.
I want to talk about this song for a
I
second.
bet that the person that complained about this had that I want to speak to your manager haircut. I
Yes.
swear to God.
I'm sure.
So how many other incredibly offensive rap songs?
Not
that
even
are
rap
around
songs.
there?
I'm going to bring something up real quick just to go along with what you're about to say.
I
Somebody
can't-
at work brought up this conversation and said, "I don't get it. Then maybe they should take "Rape Me" off of the rock station
I wouldn't even
by
think
Nirvana."
about that one, but
Wow.
one song that I really like, and I don't know if this is bad, but
Uh-oh.
so Eminem has a song, and I
I hope it's not Kim.
with Nate Dogg, and one of the lines, shake that, and one of the lines in the song is, "Me and Nate deal double G looking for some bitches with some double D's."
So?
What's wrong with that?
I'm white.
Not, it was Nate Dogg. Me and Nate. Yes. So I'm just saying,
Yeah.
this is not offensive to me. Maybe this is.
All
But
it is
Baby It's Cold Outside is not offensive to me.
Okay, hold on. This is a different scenario. They're not drugging the double
I'm
D's.
just talking about offensive
It's just
songs in
offensive.
general.
There's
There's
lot.
tons
The
of
message of
offensive
this
songs.
is kind of rapey.
Do you know do you know how many songs are
First
out
of all,
there that talk
there's
about
a song called Superman, that hoe.
Yes.
If you
Yes.
look into what that is.
And you know that one of Eminem's first songs was him killing his own wife. The song was him doing it.
That wasn't his first. That was on his sophomore
But I
album.
mean, it was
Still.
an early song. He
It was.
did that.
And he wanted that controversy. Either way, this song was not written for that, I don't think. I think this was just meant to be one of those gentlemanly songs like, hey, just stick around. Let's have a drink.
See, and that's how I take it, but somebody has taken it to the next level and read through the lyrics and made up a whole new scenario, then put it out there and said, we should ban this off of, again, we're sheltering these children, and they don't need to be growing up with these weird songs about Stockholm Syndrome.
And again, I'm not trying to say that that situation portrayed in the song is not serious, because it is.
Yeah.
But I just don't. I don't know. It's,
as a woman,
There would
Alex,
not be any music on the radio.
Alex.
that would offend you.
No.
What?
If we listen to everyone's opinion. If you don't want to
I mean-
look at it, don't read it.
I mean,
if you don't
took-
want to watch it, don't watch it.
Took actions based on their
Yes.
saying you got to do something about this.
Yes.
Okay, so hold on. The radio stations that took these off the air were probably getting the complaints
They're
that they
saying-
will stop listening.
Exactly.
And a radio station is not
They
like
have
a podcast.
to. They
Alex.
have to adhere to that, because if they don't get listens, then advertisers are not going to spend money
Yep.
to advertise. So
It's a vicious. It's
just a
hard.
cycle.
It's difficult. That's why radio stations' music, they only play 40 tracks because that's all that the people are interested in.
Right.
They're not looking to experiment on the radio. No one experiments on the radio. They wait for.
Radio's a whole nother.
Yes, it's a whole nother
thing
thing,
now.
whole nother level. Yep. Now
Once again, this is just stupid.
I'm-
It's just stupid
it
is what
could
it
be
is.
people looking for issues, and it could just be that.
It's stupid.
But okay, as a woman, you don't take offense to this.
No,
as a
I
guy
don't.
being like, I'm not gonna leave. I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
let
I've
you
been
leave.
freaking roofied myself, and I don't get like about a year ago.
Yeah.
And I don't get offense. Like, yeah, it's a serious thing, but don't take a freaking song off the radio.
This is a completely different view I would have expected.
Yeah.
From you. Like Brett and I, we're okay with it being taken off, and you're not.
There's plenty of
well-
songs that could be taken the complete opposite way that they're written for.
I
It's
don't-
called innuendos.
I don't know
Yeah.
if I would say I'm okay with it. I understand the business side to it.
Yeah.
Or if it was a business decision, I understand.
If
that
it was
part.
your radio station and people were complaining, would you take it off? I mean,
you know,
that's
you
the thing.
have to. Yeah, you have to consider that how it's going to affect your day-to-day business.
Yeah. I
Okay,
mean,
do you guys know that when we were growing up, we were singing "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time"?
that's abusive.
We were singing
Wow.
that, but you know what? I don't care because I didn't grow up to be.
Again,
Go
I don't
ahead.
even know what I'm going to
Lots-
say.
What are you
here,
trying to
but-
say that you're not
lots
going to piss
and
off half of
lots
our audience, Alex?
songs are offensive, and I think we should
Yes.
just leave it at that.
They are.
If you don't like it, don't listen to
I
it.
agree. I mean,
That's
That's why I don't
That's what
listen
personal
to
choice
a
is,
lot
Yes.
of music. Yeah, it's just not my taste, and I get it. You got something on YouTube? Or no, no.
no.
So movies.
okay. So movies. So here's the next controversial
okay.
thing that Brett, I think that you're gonna agree with Josh and I. Actually, Josh doesn't even know what I'm going to talk about.
No, I don't.
Okay, so more controversy that came up. So people are breaking down Christmas songs. Well, now they're breaking down Christmas movies that people want to take off the air.
What?
Now there's two movies. One is actually not Christmas; it's a Thanksgiving movie. And two is there's a Thanksgiving movie and a Christmas movie.
Go ahead.
Wasn't Rudolph one of them?
Rudolph is one of them. The other two,
What?
yes, hold on. The other two is the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving,
Oh,
Charlie
yeah,
Brown
yeah, yeah.
Christmas.
So I never saw the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
So
Why?
the controversy around the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving,
Something about isn't the black kid by
There is-
himself on one side of the table?
yes, there is one black kid, and he is in a lawn chair versus
Oh,
everybody else is
man.
in a comfy chair, and then he's in a lawn chair on the opposite side sitting by himself. So what people don't look, so they bring this up and they're like, oh, this is racist as fuck.
They had one character.
No. Okay. Look at when Charlie Brown was made.
Yeah.
This guy, this artist, took a risk putting a black
Charles
character
Schultz
into it.
did
Yeah.
that.
He did this on purpose to bring racism out of everything and try to make it.
Come
It's
off
a
it,
product of the
people.
time.
It
you know?
is.
Yes. Okay, this is why at the beginning of every Looney Tunes special thing that DVDs that come out, they have there was I think Whoopi Goldberg did a thing that
Like
we talked about this. Where Whoopi Goldberg did a thing saying this was made at a different time. You're going to
Right.
see some stuff that you may not agree with, basically stating stuff had been made for their time. You
Yeah.
can't make things timeless. It's impossible.
There is a class that everybody needs to take seriously, which I did, but I also I just kind of failed through because I thought it was boring. But it's a class called history that you take from like elementary school until high school. Okay? And then
and
people just kind of
Alex,
X that out.
hold on. The history that you were taught was actually biased and not you were getting the wrong stuff.
So are you saying I should be racist? Because I'm not.
No, I'm saying don't take one thing as the answer.
Okay,
Look,
but
ask
I think
questions.
I think that what I was taught was
Seeing is believing for you. You have to actually dig deeper into some things. You can't just be okay with your answers.
Well, what I was taught about racism, I think was true, was right.
What's that?
It's wrong.
Well,
clear and simple, it's wrong. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge people by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
You sounding like a Disney movie right now. And that's true. That's true. That's what we were brought up. You know.
What?
Who said that line?
Which line?
That I just said.
Did you fall asleep?
Oh my gosh, Martin Luther King Jr.
I thought so, but I wasn't sure what you
were
looking for.
Come on.
I thought you were looking for
Anyway, so about going back to this thing. So people are saying that Charlie Brown Thanksgiving is racist. What they're not looking at is the history behind this show. This guy took a big risk actually making a black character and putting it into the show.
What's wrong with the Christmas one?
What's wrong with the Christmas one is
bullies. Is that it?
There's.
Oh yeah, because something wrong with his tree, or they laugh at his tree.
No. This is Rudolph. Are we talking about Rudolph?
I have to look at the Christmas.
Rudolph
one.
is about acceptance. Oh my God.
Yes,
but he was cast out.
Josh and I just watched it
first.
Yes,
we just watched it.
We did. It's a terrible movie.
If you watch it in the mind frame that people have now, which is, oh my God, I'm sheltered and I need to there's no wrong in the world and there should be no. I get my opinion on everything. So if you watch it in that type of sense, it's a really bad movie. If you watch it in our growing up sense, in the times that we grew up in, it's a great movie, and it teaches you about it being accepted for your flaws or differences.
Sure,
I get it.
But the way that they bring these, they build the movie is Donner's a dick. He is.
So is Santa. Santa's kind of an a-hole
very
too.
nice.
Santa's a dick too. Yeah.
But you also have to see all of the other reindeer that used to laugh and call him names about, and they didn't let him play in the reindeer games.
Yeah.
So that part of the song. So that's another song they want to take off the radio, and they also want to take this. They want to stop this whole Rudolph thing in general because it's about bullying. Mm-hmm. And there's a big anti-bullying thing going on right now. Yes, bullying is horrible, but you have to see the other side of bullying.
The outcome.
Come out
the
on
outcome
the other side.
of what Rudolph did. He became a hero and stood up for himself, and
he
found himself.
He found a way to use his differences for the better of the people or characters.
Yeah.
And then got people to believe in him.
Well, here's the thing.
Oh my gosh, that's just.
People are always going to find problems with stuff from now until the end of time.
Yep.
So, I don't think as long as this show goes on, we need to pick apart everything they find, and we did this time. But
you know what I mean? This is something that I think that we all grow up on. So it's something that's related to us and our generation. So it bothers me. So something that bothers me.
I get that it bothers you, but I would urge you to not let it bother you, because what good is that doing you? Mm-hmm. It's going to happen. It has happened.
Okay, but there might be some people. I'm a voice right now. We're voices.
True.
Some people listening to the show right now, they go, oh, you know what? I didn't actually know about the history about this. Maybe I should check myself.
You're right.
All right, let's
check
move on.
yourself before you wreck yourself, bro.
We got to move on, guys.
So anyways, yes, stupid stuff.
I mean, people have their own thing.
That's the thing.
Turn
these
off
people,
the TV if you're having an
these
issue.
people that have the issues also have their own, or are entitled to their opinion as well. And if they don't want to
I hate the word
baby,
entitled.
it's cold outside. All the things we had a problem with.
Yeah.
If they want to think that, they're allowed to.
That's fine. That's on them. Yeah. That's their view, and they can just turn off the radio. Or
I know you don't like the world.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Santa. This is the other thing that's popping up. I totally forgot about this. Santa Claus should be female or gender neutral, according to the nearly 1/3 of people.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Are you serious?
It doesn't surprise you?
Right now, no, but it's in a way it's just shocking.
I can't even. Oh my God. It does.
So everything these days has got to be
completely 100% neutral for everybody else.
Yes.
is leaning.
So does
that
this
way.
mean I can use a handicap parking spot because it's an open parking spot, and I
Josh,
want?
you're deaf in your right ear.
I'm deaf in my right ear.
Yeah,
I wasn't using that as an excuse, but I'm
Josh,
saying,
you're deaf in
I
your
want to
right
have
ear.
that same spot available for me too.
You heard about the guy, and I can't remember what state, who is
That's the argument they're giving.
69 years old.
Did
and
you? We didn't talk about this. Yes.
He tried to get a judge to rule that he could be 49
that he's
years
49 years old because he identifies as 49 years old, but he is 69 years old.
Yeah.
What the fuck,
old.
people?
That is the world we live in. Moving on.
Did the judge sign? Did
No,
it pass?
he didn't get it.
Oh my
Because
god.
there's like financial stipulations as far as like when you can withdraw from an IRA.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't he want to be 69 years old? He can pull out of his
Well,
his
maybe he doesn't have
retirement
anything put
fund.
Maybe
away.
he wanted to build more. How can you identify your age different?
You can't. That's what the judge said. Oh Lord, I just got a Charlie horse in my thigh.
Oh shoot!
I
You
thought that
okay?
You were gonna fart or
Do
something.
you need something?
Hey, where's your Charlie
Just
horse?
give me time.
Here, what are you doing?
It's on the bottom of this thigh.
Hey, you can do this. Put your foot out. Put your
I
foot
can't.
Out. Do it.
No.
Put your
Oh shoot!
Ah!
Put it out. Now flex your foot up, like your toes towards the ceiling, as far as you can. Like stick your
No.
heel
Do you want
out.
help? Do you want help?
Yeah,
No,
Josh
okay.
knows how to do these. I get them all the time.
Holy hell.
Okay, so I've never had a Charlie horse. Knock on wood here.
You stretch as much as it hurts.
Oh!
Keep
It
stretching.
came back.
Keep stretching.
I've
Like make
never
your, make
had
your
a
heel,
Charlie horse.
Make your heel do this.
I
Like
can't.
I know it hurts. Just do it.
What the? I've never had it in my thigh before.
I've never had a Charlie horse.
I've only had it in my calves.
That's how you get rid of them. I used to get them all the time when I ran track and
What
cross
the
country.
hell? I must be dehydrated.
Lactic acid, and you got to eat bananas, bro.
I
Well,
guess.
That is so
things.
funny that we had that on film.
It's not funny. It hurt like a son of a bitch.
No, so Josh knows, like, in the middle of the night, especially after we work out, like, he knows to prepare for if I don't do enough stretching or drink a bottle of water afterwards, that
I love the comments.
I
I
know.
love these
I'm
comments.
gonna
Keep them
read it in a
coming,
second.
man. I love
that
them.
if I start going, and I start wiggling my foot,
If she kicks like
if
a
I-
mule, and I'm just be like, all right, stretch.
he grabs my foot and just pulls it up as far as he can go, and all of a sudden I'm like,
Yeah, you
and
passed right
and then I
up.
go back to sleep. It looks like you're trying to take a shit, bro.
What do you need to
Well, I
do?
don't want it to look like
What do you
that.
want to do?
I'm trying to put my foot over there.
Give me your
Help me. My back's to the camera.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're okay.
It's
You're okay.
ridiculous.
You're okay.
Let's do some
I'm doing some friggin' Christmas trivia.
Let's have fun on this podcast. Damn it.
All right. Now, these are very limited to movies.
Brett, you
that I know
apparently
that we've
identify
seen.
as 69 years old.
I guess so. Holy shit. In Home Alone 2. How many plane tickets does Leslie have when leaving the house?
Oh my
11.
gosh.
You can't blurt it out like that.
Sorry.
What'd
11.
you say? 11?
Alex says 11.
Who'd you say?
Leslie.
Leslie? 14.
Oh, shit.
14 is correct.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Why?
14. They say
Why do I say 11? Like, why is 11 in my head? Why do they? When do they say?
I just
like,
remember them saying 14 together when they
Well, the Y is irrelevant. Basically, Y is because 2 parents for each side with 5 kids.
Okay.
It's
Yes. Yes.
All right, follow-up bonus question. Who is Leslie?
a cousin.
That's her sister. No. Her sister-in-law.
Correct.
That's the mother's sister-in-law.
My
It's
God.
Uncle Frank's wife.
Yep. Yeah, she's
Good job, Josh.
she's kind of a weird side character. Like you
She
don't
is.
you don't get much
I want
out
to
of her.
punch her in the face when. Well, no, wait. When they're in the meeting after the mishap, and
Which one are you talking about here? 1 or 2?
at the beginning of 2, and
Okay.
Kate's like, Buzz apologizes, and Kate's like, Kevin, do you have something to say? And he looks at him, and the camera pans across the mall, and she goes,
Yeah, she goes.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, yes. Like it's just that bad face.
get the hell out of here,
I'm gonna
Leslie.
punch her in the face.
I need
my
to speak with
God.
your manager face.
All right, in Die Hard,
Oh
Okay.
gosh.
what was the name of the cop John befriends?
Oh yeah, I got this.
Go ahead. I'm not gonna know it.
Really? Come
I
on.
thought this might trip you up. I wasn't sure.
No.
But it's said enough times.
This is Sergeant Officer
I don't remember.
Frank Powell.
Oh, no, you didn't.
No, it's not. It's not
No.
Frank Powell. Am I wrong?
Powell is correct, but the first name
Frank?
is wrong.
Is it not Frank?
No.
No, that's Bruce Willis. No, this is Roy. Roy is his. What is
That's what he calls himself.
Sergeant Officer? I thought it was Frank. What is it?
Al.
Al. Really? Al Powell? For some reason Frank just in my head, but Powell. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Alex, when are you gonna get one?
You didn't know that.
No.
All right.
I know Die Hard, but I don't know.
I'm at the
like,
Nakatomi Plaza. They just turned my car into Swiss cheese.
I need help. No. Darn it, no.
We didn't even get to that part when
No.
we were
Did our Christmas movie.
no, because the fire department was leaving.
Yeah,
That's when
they
we
were
left.
leaving. That's when we left.
That's when he did the ho ho ho.
Really?
Yeah, we left
that's
right
when
after
we
the ho,
left
ho, ho
on
part.
Saturday. Yeah, we hung
No.
out Saturday. Yeah, because he's like, and he won't be joining us for the rest of his life or whatever.
Yeah, but that they shoot at him right away. Like he's starting to leave and the body comes out. Then they start shooting at him.
We didn't.
We shut it off right after that.
No, we
Brett.
left. We left.
Like we left.
I don't.
That happens pretty early though.
I remember the machine gun ho ho ho. That's the last thing I remember.
Yeah.
Then we left.
Okay, next question.
In the Santa Claus, when is Scott Calvin due back at the North Pole?
I got it.
Thanksgiving? No, hold on. We just watched this. Is it Thanksgiving?
I don't know. Is it? Is that your final
It's
answer?
Thanksgiving, isn't it?
Correct.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So you get one. I was just gonna let you have that one because that's actually a tough one. Due back Thanksgiving next year.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I'll ship the list
List
to your
to your
house. What list? You
Holy
know,
cow!
the list.
He's making a list.
Checking it twice.
Come on, Alex. Gonna find out. Okay. Wow.
They all
I know, Brett.
in Home Alone. Why can't Frank help pay for the pizzas?
Because he's a
I
cheap
told you
ass.
These are hard.
Is he unemployed?
No, he's.
Oh, I know his answer to the pizza guy. I know what he says, but is that
He
his
doesn't
reasoning?
live there.
I know what you're talking about.
Like there,
Yeah.
he's
That's
like,
not it.
he's like this.
The
is
fact that it's his brother's house.
Yeah.
It's my brother's house. He'll pay for it. That's what
his
he says. But
Isn't
that's
that
not the answer.
That's not the answer.
He's
Nope.
Was it ever? I don't think that was ever.
no,
See-
because Kevin like calls it out or whatever, doesn't it? Like
well, that's
he's-
in 2.
That's in 2.
Oh, wouldn't want to spoil your fun, Mr. Cheapskate.
Yeah, he is a
Yeah.
cheapskate.
He's very cheap.
Yes.
That's just the answer. He's cheap.
No, that's not the answer.
What is
Okay,
it?
then I don't know. What is it?
Frank, you got some money, don't you? Traveler's checks. All he has is traveler's checks. So he says. But
Oh
that's,
man, I wouldn't
What?
have gotten
that's
that.
the reason he
My
gives.
gosh.
Wow.
But do you remember that
Yeah,
part?
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
Yep.
Now,
Man.
traveler's checks are before our time.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. Josh
I
used
had
to
Oh, you
have
used
them.
to use them?
Yeah,
That
when
was
he would
bu-
travel to
but
see me.
the debit card really eliminated the need for
It did.
traveler's
Yes,
checks.
did.
it did. And the thing is, Alex and I can't state this enough. We lived in the right time at the right everything because everything was growing with us, like technology and the way we were using money in a sense. Like we used to always
We've
use
been through
traveler's
it
checks.
all.
Yes, we have. Yeah.
I've even
Alright.
used the cha-ching.
One final question.
Mhm.
Okay.
In Die Hard 2,
All right.
what is the name of the on-site reporter?
Reporter.
Reporter.
Oh my gosh.
Josh gets this one.
No,
right.
I will argue that Die Hard 2 is as much a Christmas movie as Die Hard 1.
it is, but it's not as good. Die Hard
So
2
It's not.
is
The argument was
bad.
done at work the other day.
I don't know her name.
I don't
You know who I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Get it?
want to say
Try
her
it.
name is Lisa or Stacy.
Wrong.
No.
Can't get the last name.
No.
Samantha or Sam Coleman.
Coleman. Samantha Coleman. Yep. Okay. Yep. I remember that. Alex, you got one. Yeah.
I told you they were hard.
They were hard. Yeah. Jeez.
Now, as I say this for every trivia segment, I write these from my own head. I don't look up Christmas movie trivia.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, just like you remember the freaking orange cassette from 30 years ago.
Wow.
I
I don't
that's
even
so
know that's even possible.
Wait a minute. There's one last thing I want to talk about.
We're fine. Yeah. Go
Okay,
ahead.
what?
We're hitting time here.
Are we? Yeah, we are. So, did you see that? So, the online service for the Switch is out now.
Yes, it is.
Available
I have it.
now.
Mhm.
Did you see the NES Joy-Cons?
I want them.
Did you watch any unboxing or anything?
No, but I've seen the way they look and the way
So,
they feel.
apparently, you can only get these if you have the online service, which is the weirdest thing I've ever really
What?
heard.
Not.
You
How
have
does that work?
they're not available from retailers. You have to be signed
Yeah.
up for the online service,
You
and
can't-
then you can choose to buy them.
Yeah. You can't.
But what if I want to buy them as a Christmas present for somebody?
I don't.
Is it just because they're low in stock or
you
something?
can probably buy more than one set,
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah,
you
I've-
just have to do it that way.
Yeah. But the thing is, you just have to have the service, which I get.
But and that's it. You would have to have the service if you wanted to buy a gift for someone else.
I'm not that upset about it. Mainly, it's
The other interesting thing about them is that they are only supposed to be used for the NES games on the online service.
But you can use them for other stuff.
You can. Now,
Yeah.
they do connect to the Switch like the
Vertically.
regular Joy-Cons do. Have you seen how it looks?
Interesting.
It's awful.
But here's the thing: what they can do. Vertical arcades were a thing
Sure.
in the 80s. They can do arcade games,
Which
on the
maybe
Switch, and you
they'll
can hold it just
they'll
like
do
this.
that, but they haven't yet. I mean,
No,
it's not in the.
This system. I don't know if Nintendo knows what they're doing with their online service.
Well, it's their first real try.
It is, and
I
they're
mean, they
giving
had-
you games.
They are giving you free
can't
games,
complain.
and the price is really, really good.
yeah, $20 a year. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And from what I hear, the actual Joy-Cons do work really well.
Mm-hmm.
But they're so basically when you slide them onto the ends of the Switch, they're like a half-inch taller each way.
They are.
So it just
It looks like a TIE fighter.
it looks terrible. It does. But they're I mean it's a cool nostalgic thing, and if you're gonna
Mhm.
play a lot of the NES games,
yeah.
it would probably be fine. And honestly, I think if I'm playing my Switch on the go, I don't really like the way it feels with the Joy-Cons attached because I don't think the sticks
No.
are very good.
No, they need to. Nintendo needs to come out with a new version of the Wii or the
Needs to
Switch
come out
with
with
the
the,
controllers.
an Xbox One controller.
They
what
Well, it has
did
the Pro.
controller.
Yeah, it feels good, but it's still not.
It's
I-
great. I think it's
100%.
great.
Do you have one?
yeah.
Yes.
I need to borrow it
Why?
because I want to try it.
Well,
'Cause they're kind
I'm
of
gonna
expensive.
travel with it.
Well, I'll borrow it later.
Yeah, it's $25 for a wired one.
Yeah, but
I almost
That's
bought
what we
another
have.
one.
I thought we
GameStop has them on sale for $17.
don't you have the wireless?
We have the wired.
I have the wired one. not the wireless.
Is it Nintendo licensed?
Yeah. They have a line of different types of controllers that is Nintendo licensed, and that's one of them. That one was 20. They have one that's 20, or no, it's 25. They have one that's 20. That's a little bit dinkier.
They have
and then
some.
they have the $50 ones, and they have the $70
They have
ones.
something like $25 painted ones too
Yeah.
for different licenses.
Yeah. I have the Legend of Zelda one.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that
looks
right
really
before
cool.
Smash. It
Looks really
Yeah,
nice.
the triggers
there
feel
was,
good.
There was a Yoshi one I saw.
I saw.
I really wanted to get you that, but
saw.
it didn't happen. Do you
I
got some
wanna-
comments before we get
Yeah,
into?
any more
Yes,
comments?
yes. They wanted to know: has Brett seen Jingle All the Way?
I haven't.
Wow, we should have watched that.
We
on
should have
You-
watched
you
that
actually
one.
said that.
I
So
did.
My
Well,
mother actually said that one.
Now I did watch Elf, which I had not seen before.
What'd you think?
What'd you think?
I liked it.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't-
you laughed at almost every scene that.
It's a little too far past. Like if I had saw that whenever it came out, it would
Mhm.
probably mean more to me now.
that would have been right out of high school
High
for
school.
you.
Nah, yeah, right out of high school for you.
Was
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
03? 04?
It was when I started high school, so yeah, probably.
Right around there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought it was good. I thought Bob Newhart was good.
Yeah.
But
It was a good movie.
it was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was actually. It's a Will Ferrell movie, and you're not a huge fan of Will Ferrell.
Not huge, but
You've seen
I
Step
don't.
Brothers.
I don't hate him, and I don't know if I ever really hated him, but I don't have as much disdain for him as I used to.
Yeah. I mean, there's a time when it's like, oh, this is another Will Ferrell movie. Oh, it's
Exactly.
another Will Ferrell
With how
movie.
many times
Uh,
I've
he-
seen Elf, though, like I kept telling you to shush because I actually wanted to watch it again.
Mm.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Kevin Hart is the new Will Ferrell. He'll do any comedy they
Yeah,
put in front
okay.
of him. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
from in the early 2000s, that was Will Ferrell. He would do any comedy.
Seemed
and
like it.
in the 2000 teens, it's Kevin Hart.
I cannot believe you've not seen Jingle All the Way. Put that cookie down.
No.
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 Yeah, That's a scene from that. So any
it's
other?
got Anakin Skywalker.
It does.
It does.
And Sinbad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you heard how downhill
Oh, it's bad.
he's gone?
Very bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
get outta
Jake
here.
Lloyd, right?
Jake Lloyd.
Yeah. Did you have anything else on YouTube?
Any more comments? I know
Any
we
comments
we
that are?
lit it up pretty good with the comments.
No, that was it. They
Yeah.
were just asking if you've seen Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alex, you want to talk about your Twitch?
Yeah. So hey, if you would like to, I'm gonna do this real
It
quick.
did it. Yep. You're
What?
good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Okay. Anyways, if you would like to watch me game on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/Q_kitty, KUTEKITTI. I do have a new updated schedule that is on my Twitch account, so you can see it there. I should also probably post that on my Twitter account too. But anyways, you can follow me there. Actually just last night there was a new update to Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And there was a new class that was added, as well as some more new stuff on Blackout.
Yep.
So, and Josh and I got to play it, and I'm going to say that right now I like the new class Zero. She's a hacker.
Yep.
She looks badass, and I think her class is badass. She kind of
She's a little overpowered.
She's a little overpowered, but I'm
Yeah.
okay with that.
Yeah.
I've got some clips up on my Twitch from last night if you want to check that out.
Yeah.
And then Blackout. So here's the deal. On Blackout, they added a new spot or location on the map.
Mm-hmm.
They
had the hijacked,
which is a yacht
from Black Ops
so
2.
we played with our friend Rob last night. We're like, okay, well, I don't care if we die right away. Let's just go check out hijacked real quick. So as soon as we're up in the air in the helicopters, we're like, all right, let's just go ahead and jump out. Every person and their mother jumped out and went on a hijack to go check it out. And it was like we were on the boat for 5 seconds and died.
Oh, we died,
So,
yeah, horribly.
Everybody wants to go check out the new place. So
Yep.
we're like, yeah, we'll do this later. And then they added new tiers and things. I can't get my unicorn gun anymore. I'm pretty sad about that.
No, but you have other things to look forward to.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's a lot of fun, and Twitch is a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
I will, since in case you guys are actually do follow me on Twitch, I am taking a Christmas vacation pretty much for the rest of this week until pretty much the next time I'm going to stream is next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So go like 9 days away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 28th.
Yeah.
Yep,
The
is
28th
when
will be
she
the next
streams
time
next.
I stream.
Yeah. So look out for that. We will be getting on to some Super Smash Brothers eventually here, and some Mario Party and all that.
I think
stuff.
after the beginning of the year is when we'll start doing some Nintendo games together.
I decided I'm not starting Red Dead until like January.
I was thinking like right after the Super Bowl for you probably is.
No, because that's February.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be before then.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. What? Your new highlight clip is out on your YouTube.
Yes, and then go check out my YouTube channel, Cute Kitty.
Just search that on YouTube.
Just yeah.
Just shoot.
Just shoot it. The other thing is, over the weekend, Josh got to go get fitted for a tux.
I did. Yep, for the gala that's
for the
happening
gala,
next week.
He's gonna go get a.
So you
slim
bought
fit.
a dress and you're renting a tux?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. That's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
With
I agree.
everything, prom, weddings, everything.
I agree.
Yes.
Yep. For
He's
some
gonna
reason,
look hot.
I'm gonna look dashing.
Which it's really nice because I thought like you had to buy all the extra stuff that came with the tux. And the place that we're going that we got the tux from is the suit, the tie, and they give you different options. You want a bow tie? Do you want a regular tie? Do you want a vest? Do you want it's all different, but the whole shebang comes with everything,
Yep.
even the shoes.
Have you ever heard of Indochino?
No.
Indochino is like the online version of getting a tailored suit.
Really?
Yeah.
But you have to do the measurements yourself then.
You would. Yeah.
You have to. There's a lot of different measurements. You got the chest. You got the shoulder
And
to
I think
shoulder.
it explains how to measure yourself.
You need a
and
second person.
You send all that to them, and then they send you a suit.
Interesting.
I was gonna look into it because everybody should probably have a suit.
I want a suit. I want to own one.
Yes, I'm gonna say eventually. I think that that's just something a guy needs to have. You need to have a suit.
I want a good looking suit too.
So, but Josh is gonna be in all black, even his shirt,
Yeah.
all black, and then he's gonna have like a gold accents on it. And I got him to do a bow tie.
Yeah. But the thing is, this bow tie is already It's a clip on.
Yeah, it's a clip on, but still,
You're still lit.
Oh, I'm still lit.
Yep.
So, but anyways, next for New Year's Eve, Josh and I are gonna go to a New Year's Eve gala, and we're gonna look dope.
It's gonna be nice.
So, lots of photos.
Yep.
We're also getting a photographer coming out to
really?
photographer us.
All right.
Photograph us. Photographer us.
Photographer us.
Yes.
Who wants to do the job of photographer?
Yep.
All right, without further ado, it is time to plug it in. If you are listening to or watching us, we want to thank you so much for joining us. We are on 15 different audio podcast apps, and our most notable places are Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, and Radio Public, to name a few. On those apps, you will find our back catalog of nearly 150 episodes of PTO Unlimited. If you are watching us on YouTube, we just want to let you know that you're awesome, and thanks for sticking with us. Also, contributing with your comments and reactions. You guys rock. If you want to catch our show, we are live on YouTube at 7:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday. And thank you for everything that you do for us, like the shares, the likes, and anything for this podcast, listening, watching, everything. If you didn't show that you liked us, we wouldn't keep doing it. So thank you. We appreciate it. If you want to follow us on social media, we are on Facebook, which is facebook.com/PTOUnlimited. Instagram is PTOUnlimited_podcast. And we are on Twitter, which is at PTOUnlimited. You can catch us live on those apps at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday for our precast meeting. In our meeting, you can join us and our fans, give us topics to talk about, and, you know, there might be some other surprises in there. So make sure you join us. What do you want to hear our opinions on? Just tell us. If you ever want to follow me on Twitter, I am at Lemke619.
Brett_Wings.
Cute_kitty.
On a final note, so at my place of work, employment, you know, they have the door greeters.
They do. Sometimes.
Yes. Well, one of them that I'm friendly with is an old elderly gentleman, and I was leaving the other day, and there was two people in front of me walking out, and I heard him say, have a good day. And then he said, have a great day to the people. And they never look, you know, they're not paying attention. So I look at him, I give him kind of a wave, and he's like, have a so-so day. And I just started laughing my butt off because I thought that was great. Speaking
of retail in general, I went to GameStop today, and holy cow. I mean,
You went where?
GameStop.
Was it crowded?
Kind of. I want to say one thing. 1/3 of their power was out. Like for the entire strip mall that we went to. Yeah. They only had one register running, and that's why they had a line, and it was busy. But I have forgotten nerd culture and how you can spot some weird people in GameStop. And
sure.
I'm not bashing nerd culture, but there are some people that they don't know how to interact with people. Like they kind of got a weird vibe about them, and I've totally forgotten about this. And it's like you find that in GameStop, and it's just odd.
Well, they may not they may not have
a social
life or have social experiences with people in the same room.
This guy had a girlfriend.
They're just socially awkward.
Yeah, I mean, people are. I'm socially awkward sometimes. I can be that way.
Everybody can be to an extent.
Yeah,
I think
depending
people
on the situation.
more so like people younger than us, I think, are more socially awkward now.
Yeah,
like they don't know how to just sit in silence.
Yep.
Brett love sitting in silence.
Maybe not silence, but
you can go without talking to somebody in a room.
I can sit there and people watch or whatever.
Yeah.
Anywho, let's get out of here.
Yeah, you guys have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Merry Christmas. Enjoy it. Have fun with your families.
Yep.
When you get tired of them, listen to the PTO Unlimited podcast.
If you haven't already. Share it. If you're with families,
backlog.
Be like, hey, check out, if you're hanging out with your cousins or whatever, not nieces, nephews, they might be too young.
You never know.
They might have them.
Share it. Be like, hey, listen to these guys. They're so-so.
Yeah, they're so-so.
We're traveling.
Oh, yeah, you won't be there. Oh, no, your sisters have kids.
They do.
They're too young.
We have one that's a teenager, but
he's too young. Sorry, Caden.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next week. Hopefully, as long as our flight is on time. So we'll let you know on our social media if everything is on schedule. So thanks for joining us, guys. We'll catch you next week.
Bye.
Bye, guys.